I can't be the only one, or maybe I am, I don't know. But I think robot vacuums just have a huge problem, and that's they can't complete a full round around your house without needing some help. And then that just defeats the whole purpose of being a robot vacuum. Let me explain it a little bit. So, like, unless you buy like a super expensive flagship robot vacuum, it's gonna one probably struggle going up the stairs. So unless you just don't want one of your floors clean, you're probably gonna have to get either a super expensive one that can go up the stairs, or just buy two separate not flagship ones. Or for instance, like the one that we have at our house is $1,000, which is close to flagship. It's high end for sure, but it's constantly just getting tangled or getting stuck, or it's getting its sensor covered so it just can't continue vacuuming. One time it did complete a full round though, and I was pretty surprised. It's done it like once or twice in 2 years. Or if you have a lamp, for example, and you have it plugged into a socket on the ground, and so some of the cord is just laying on the ground there, the vacuum's just gonna go right over that and it's gonna get stuck and it's not gonna be able to complete its full round. And also, we have a dog that sheds a lot and he's inside a lot, for example. And the vacuum is constantly just getting like the vacuum itself that's on the bottom just tangled up so it can't vacuum, so it just stops in the middle of the house. And so, like, you just got to make sure that there's nothing like big, just like that's on the floor that can get in the robot's way, or sometimes carpet it'll struggle on. Not all carpet, but certain types of carpet it'll have a rough time with. Once you have to just start making sure that the floor is all ready for the vacuum to go and that you're constantly having to just untangle it from dog fur or whatever, that kind of just defeats the purpose of it being a robot vacuum, if you know what I mean. Don't get me wrong though, like the very expensive ones are probably a lot better than the one that I'm basing this video off of, but even those ones, they can be really expensive. And there are probably more expensive ones out there than mine, like more than $1,000, that can go up the stairs, and probably it's harder to get them tangled up and stuck in places, but it's still pretty expensive and they will get stuck sometimes. If they rarely ever got stuck, also, it would be fine because like you're getting stuck like trust, like it's fine. But if it's almost every single rotation, then that's where the problem begins. But I think that the overall problem with robot vacuums is that they need a is that the amount of help that they need just defeats the purpose of them being robot vacuums. And as I said before, if they got stuck only every once in a while, it'd be fine. But they're constantly just getting stuck and you have to go untangle them, or you just come back and they'll just be sitting just in the living room. And that just makes them not efficient. And the whole appeal of robot vacuums is that you don't have to vacuum yourself. It's really efficient. But if you're constantly having to fix the robot vacuum to actually get it to do its job, and it's a lot, I think that's defeating the efficiency of it, and you might as well just vacuum yourself. But you guys might have really different opinions than I do. So just tell me your thoughts. That's all I have to say.